In today's Madden 18 tip, we're going to be taking a look at one of the most important things that I could really give you in terms of a tip for Madden 18, and that is to have a plan. So, for those of you that don't know, my name is Cody, and I want to welcome you to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate you guys stopping by and taking a couple minutes out of your day to watch this video. And if you could do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, and just leave me a comment at the end of this video and let me know, kind of what's your name and kind of how you found my YouTube channel. Today's video is all about having a plan. And if you don't plan, you're not going to do very good. Okay, it's just a reality. You're just not going to be able to be as solid as you should be if you have a plan. And so, what today's video is all about is how do you develop a plan? Well, most people think of this concept in a couple different ways. One of which, oh man, the quarterback got me there. One of which is we decide, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to have a game plan, and we're going to stick to the game plan no matter what, and we're just going to kind of, if the opponent, does what he does, it doesn't really matter. We're just going to stick to our game plan. That's what a lot of people, if you ask them, what's your plan? That was a great run by Todd Gurley. They're going to ask you that. What I suggest you do is, or you have other people who don't have a plan at all, and they're just going to react to everything. Okay. What I suggest you do is you develop a plan that you can stick with because it's loose enough to allow you to make adjustments. Okay. And that's kind of difficult to do. So I want to give you some steps, some tips, and things on how to actually do that. The first thing that I would suggest you do when making a plan is to start out with, where do you want to end up? Where do you want to end up? What do you want to do? What is the end result? Is the end result winning a Madden challenge? Is the end result winning more games? Is the end result beating a friend? What is your end result? And if you can think about it in that way, normally it will go a lot better for you. Okay, so think about it in terms of, what do you want to accomplish, not necessarily what do you want to. Oh, nice, we had a little fumble. Oh, we can't recover it though. That's ridiculous. Jalen Smith, you got to get that. But yeah, you want to think about it in those kind of terms. Okay, so basically, what I'm saying is, my goal, and sometimes you have to kind of tailor your goals down a little bit. But my goal is to be the best player in the game. That's my goal, to beat everyone. Okay, to beat everyone. Now, the only thing that I see potentially wrong with my goal, the only thing that can really kind of mess me up at times is, oh my gosh, that's crazy. But the only thing that I see that can mess me up at times is the fact that it's not clearly defined enough for me to take actual steps. So, when it comes to a game, when it comes to a game plan, my definitive goal is to do what I just did, is to hold my opponent to a field goal. If I can, if if for every 4 times my opponent gets in the red zone, if I can hold him to a field goal, then I feel very confident. So reverse engineer that, and this is what you want to do, is you want to reverse engineer your goal into actual steps. So you want to plan it out. How am I going to get there? Well, it starts and ends with great red zone defense, right? I mean, that's kind of the mo of being able to hold an opponent. Is you have to do two things. Number one, you can't give up plays over 40 yards that are going to give them big chunk plays. You just can't do that, because if you do that, then you're going to be in trouble, because your red zone defense isn't going to matter because it's not going to be on the field. That's the first thing you got to do. And then the second thing is you have to be able to force your opponent to take field goals once they get in the red zone, right? Once they get in the red zone, you're going to have to stand tall, and that means goal line stands. That means forcing them, to be able to kick a field goal, even though they may have the ball on the 1 yard line, and that's kind of difficult. So the reason I say that is because what most people do is they say, well, what I want to do is I want to build my game plan around my plays, not where I want to go. Okay, and this is a big mistake people make. So what'll happen is, someone will say, you know what, I want to make a game plan, right? I want to make a game plan, and what they'll do is they'll say, you know what, I really like to run the PA post from Z Spot or the PA post from Shotgun Bunch. I really like to run that play. So what'll happen is they'll build their offense around that one play, but the problem is that doesn't fit their abilities, their strengths, nothing. It doesn't fit anything about them because they're more of a running offense. They're better with the running game. Okay, so you have to identify what are your skills, what are your talents, what are the things that you're good at, and then also you have to figure out where are you going to go. So for me, I'm really good at playing bend but don't break defense. Some people aren't. Some people are terrible. Some people want to try to do everything with their user player, and that's okay. That's okay. I'm just not one of those people. Okay, so like for offense, here's my goal for offense. This might give some clarity to you. My goal for offense is to have an offense to where I can run everything I need to run out of one formation and to be able to kind of trick, disguise, fool my opponent and have a essentially a power and counter offense in terms of plays. But the real goal is to score a touchdown every single time I have the ball. To me, the only time I shouldn't score a touchdown is at the end of the half in a 2-minute drill situation. That's the only time I should not score. My opinion is if I make the correct read, I'm going to score every time. In my opinion, if I make the correct read, I am going to score every single time. And the way that I have found to do that is that with offense, again, like I just said, it comes down to can you read the defense? If you can read the defense, you're going to be successful offensively. You're going to be able to make some really good plays. The problem with most people is they build it around a play, not around a system. The system says, okay, I need to score every time, and so to do that, I need to have 3 plays that I can really hone in on that are going to be just money for me. 3 plays that all come from the same formation, and they all work together. Okay, now most people again they would go back, so that's kind of the first thing is you've got to establish where are you going. Once you've established where you're going, you have to figure out how am I going to get there, and that's really your planning stage, and that's kind of what we talked about with with the offense here that I have. How am I going to really get there? What's it really, what does it really look like for me to score every time I have the ball? What do I call on 1st and 10? What do I call on 3rd and 11? What are the plays, that I really want to run? And again, it's just something that's so critical to your success is to be intentional, to have a plan, to have a set idea of where you want to go. And if you can do those things, my opinion, you're going to be successful. The problem lies with people who choose not to do those things and they wonder why their offense is stagnant. They wonder why they can't go anywhere. Well, it's because they never had a direction in the first place. Okay, so that's what I want to kind of leave you with, guys. And if you really want to really take your offense and defense to the next level, we talk a lot about this stuff in the premium membership and really kind of hone in on how to really help you guys establish some plans. We give you a game plan. We give you the plays. We give you all kinds of cool things. We also give you one video every week where I just get on the mic and talk with you about updates, things that I'm learning, things that I'm doing differently, things that you can apply. Last week we gave you an entire defense from the New England Patriots for just for the premium members. So check that out if you really want to get better. I really want to encourage you to consider checking out the premium membership. We're going to have another update video coming in the next day or two that's going to help a lot of people offensively. My opinion, it's we're going to get back to our roots and it's really solid. So I want to encourage you to check that out. But thank you so much for watching today's video, and I hope that those of you that are new will leave a comment and let me know your name and what you thought of the video. Thanks for watching.